Welcome back to the channel. This is another Megane that's coming up to us for one of our Motec kits. We always give them a before run and an after run just to see how much of a gain or an improvement we can make. This is 2015, I think, 275 Cup. It's a really nice car. As you can see, it's still on the factory ECU. We are getting ready to put the Motec on it. When it came to us, it had actually had the Ktec type filter that you would have seen around the place. The kit, it's like a foam type filter, and the owner wanted to change it back to the factory airbox because he didn't really like the car sucking all that hot air in. So we had to do that, which we've done. We've had factory airbox, we fitted it. So we've been wanting to do this for a long time. We wanted to do a back-to-back test on basically a green filter, a paper filter. This is one we just got from GJ Auto Parts. It's nothing particularly special. We've got a BMC filter here, and we've got a K&N filter. We actually use this in our test car. So this isn't brand new. We cleaned it and re-oiled it probably 2,000 Ks ago, but we've just pulled it out of the test cars just so we can run it back to back. First things you kind of notice with all these filters, you can see the medium height. So like that just shows you it is a genuine K&N, but we've probably got, I don't know, 15 mil of medium height. The BMC might not have as many ribs as what the K&N does, but the actual depth is bigger, so it's probably about the same area of kind of filament that can catch the material. We're just going to bring over the green cotton now. What you can see with the green cotton is it probably has a few more ribs in it than what the BMC does, but like the K&N, they're quite shallow, and if anything they're a little bit shallower than what the K&N ones are. The K&N ones, you see the height of the filter, you see the K&N ones sit prouder and go right to the bottom. Green cotton ones, they don't, they sit underneath and everything else. So the actual surface area that can catch all the muck before it becomes clogged is probably the smallest out of the green cotton. I think if we compared the K&N to the BMC, there's probably a little bit more filter area in the K&N, to be brutally honest, but BMC filters are probably the filter of choice for most motorsport applications. So they are a really good filter. They normally come up best in most tests, or close to best. And this is our paper one. As you can see, there's the actual filament area or filter area that's available is huge. So that one will probably last longer without cleaning than the other ones. I think the K&N will probably go a bit longer than what the BMC one will before it'll need cleaning, and the green cotton one is probably going to need more regular cleaning. The Ktec ones, it's like a foam filter. I've never really been a massive fan on the foam filter thing. I don't think the filtration on them's quite as good as the cotton type filter or the paper filter, but we've done like a back-to-back test while it was here. We've used the factory ECU just so that there was no claims of bias or changing the tune or any of that kind of stuff, and as you can see now it's got the factory air cleaner on it. So what we have here, the blue line is the paper filter, the yellow line is the BMC filter, and the red line is the Ktec foam filter. So I suppose what you really need to see is the BMC filter probably makes more horsepower, but then it kind of has a little bit of a drop off. The K&N on all of the runs, I kind of had this little spurge right at the top, and you can see the paper filter, it probably flows the least amount out of all of them. What we're going to do now, we're just going to select a couple of different runs. So basically we've got all the runs labeled as to who did what, when and how, and what was on where. So we're going to take off the BMC filter, which was that's a filter in the just let me go back. That was the filter in the yellow, and we're going to take off the red trace, which is the Ktec filter. We're going to leave the blue up there just as a reference. The other thing we really kind of want you to pay a little bit of attention to, we didn't just run them once. We ran them 4 times back to back, at least. So they're all the Ktec filter runs, and they're back to back. And then we basically stopped the car, we changed the airbox, we did all the rest of the stuff, and then we came back and we ran the rest of the filters. So those 4 runs are the Ktec filter. This one here is the paper filter, and there's 3 other runs with the paper filter. This is the BMC filter, and we've had our 4 runs there. You can see the numbers. Now to display them, we've chosen to go with the second best value, not the best value. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to delete out the BMC and the Ktec. So we'll just unselect those 2 runs. We're going to keep our paper one there. So this was our first run with the green filter, and this was our second. Now it was quite a bit lower, and this is the only filter we did this for. We actually stopped then, we let everything cool down, we disconnected the battery so it would reset any trims or faults or cleared faults, did all the rest of it into the ECU, and just sort of reset back to the default values, because these 2 values were really low. After we did that, it jumped back up. So we've got a 228, 225, 221 to 220. So keeping in mind that we're going with the second best one, we're going to put that in the red slot. Now if we come up here, these are our K&N. So this was our best one, but as I say, we're going for the second best one. So we've got a 241, 236, 233, 221, but we'll go with the 236 one. We're going to put that in yellow. Select run. So now it's all loading this up. This was actually a really big surprise for us. We couldn't really understand why the green filter didn't perform as well as the rest of them. So the green filter we actually ran 6 or 7 times, and we always got the same kind of a result back out of it. To be honest, it was probably the most disappointing, because we had high hopes for that. The K&N filter, it probably performs the best, and the weird thing about it is, like, the paper filter is obviously the cheapest. I think we paid $45 for that one delivered. The K&N filter, they're delivered to my door for about $95. The green filter is about $130 delivered, and the BMC is $200, just over. It's about $210 delivered to my door. So at the moment, K&N's probably our best filter. We were kind of thinking that the BMC would be, but that's kind of the way it's worked out. We're just going to now drag up, we'll just delete out the green filter, because to be honest, it was probably the most disappointing out of all of them. Now I'll delete the red out. Paper. This is our best run with the BMC. So we're comparing the best run with the BMC against the second best with the other 2 mediums. So we're just going to go select run. So we put that in there, and what I think we might just do is our baseline. I'm going to unselect that, and we're going to pick our best run with the paper filter. It's Ktec, which is this one here, and we'll just use that as the best now. We're just going to select the paper as our reference again. Okay, so the red and yellow are the the K&N and the VMC, and the blue is our paper filter. So when you kind of look at it, maybe the K&N's a tiny bit better than the VMC, but VMC and the K&N are probably about the same. I think what you really need to take from this is that the paper filter is not terrible, but if you want to get yourself a cleanable, reusable cotton type filter, it's pretty hard to go past the K&N, to be honest. As we showed when we compared them all, there's more filter medium in the K&N than what there is in the VMC or the green, and to be honest, the VMC and the K&N both outperform the green filter, which was a massive surprise to us. It's not really what we expected to see, but once again, that's just kind of what happens. This car's going to get a Motec ECU on it. We'll be doing a couple of updates just to see where we finish up with power, just what gains we can kind of do, and we're probably going to put the paper filter back in this one, or maybe the VMC. We'll just see. Like originally we were going to put the green filter in it, but I can't really do that because it just doesn't perform as well as what we really hoped for. But anyway, once again, thanks for watching. I hope this has been informative and you've enjoyed seeing it, and we'll try and have a few more updates as we go along. Once again, thanks for watching. Bye.